Get my 6. What's up, everybody? That was really odd and unscripted. None of these videos are scripted, but it's like just as I hit record, something went running up over the hill. I hope I got it on camera. Don't know what it was. Heard it and saw movement up here. All right, so listen, this isn't going to be a long video because my family and I are down there doing some gardening, having a fire, having a good time. But I was too excited not to make this video and just tell you about this. And listen, it's not about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or ghosts, or the world's going to end. It's something about my son. So there, I saved you a bunch of time. Go ahead and click away if you don't care, which you probably don't. But I care, and I was too excited not to tell you guys about our day. So my son and we really keep the majority of our lives private. We don't, I mean, people sometimes are like, wow, you tell millions of people every month all this stuff about your life. Well, just a small part. We keep the majority private. And I'm sure everybody watching could understand that, especially in regards to our son. But I'm going to tell you about him today. It's just one of those days. It's one of those proud papa moments. Okay, and every day is a proud papa moment for me. Every time I get to see him and I see his smile and I hear him talk and I see him just be pleasant to people, you know, a good friend, a good son. Always proud of him. But one of the activities he's doing is flag football. He's playing flag football. And he doesn't want to do tackle football right now because he doesn't want to get hit by those big guys. Hey, I'm proud of the fact that he seems relatively intelligent. Not that people that play tackle are not, because I know many personally, and they are super intelligent. I personally wouldn't want to get hit by those big guys either. So if he ever ends up playing tackle, great. If not, great. But he wanted to do flag football again. So, and this was over the winter. And he said to me, so we signed him up. He says, you know, because he played a couple years ago, and he says, I wasn't really that good, but I had fun. I think it'll be fun. I said, well, yeah, I think you'll have fun too. I remember when you played years ago. And you're not bad. You're just as good as those other kids. I said, but if you want to do better this year and have like a bigger impact and help your team, me and you could practice like every day until season starts. And he's like, every day? It's like 4 months away. And I'm like, that's how people who are successful succeed. They go out there and they do their thing day after day, month after month, and even year after year to succeed, you know, and become really good at what they do. I said, you know, we don't have to. And he's like, no, I'd like to be better. So for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, it's like 28 days a month we've just been out here throwing the ball. I think I got some video footage of it in one video. And working on plays, passing, going over the basics, doing all this stuff. So practice started last week. They had their first game today. And the coach was moving the players around all these different positions. He's giving all the kids a chance. And all the kids are great. They're wonderful kids, well-behaved. They get along great. They've got that team mesh thing going for them. And so we played a team that had this really good defensive back, safety. This kid was either intercepting or batting down every pass thrown on his whole side of the field. And so, you know, the coach was moving all the players into all the different positions. Everybody was getting a chance, you know, to try to be a receiver, to be a running back or whatever. Well, in the second half, the coach put Daniel in as the quarterback. And you know, a lot of times when you're playing a sport, especially when it's the first game, no matter what the sport is, it's just natural to succumb to nervousness. And all the kids seem to be doing that, but the coach was really good at it. You know, if they threw an interception or whatever, he'd still let them stay in there for a couple more drives, a couple more possessions to see if they could play through that nervousness. Well, Daniel got in there and first snap, throws the ball to the intended receiver, and that kid from that other team intercepts it, runs it back for a touchdown, just like he'd been doing all day. Daniel comes over the sideline. He's got his head down, shaking his head. And I said, hey, don't sweat that. I said, that was a great pass. Do you see how far you threw the ball? I said, just get back in there and just keep doing it. I said, but I said, what you might want to do though is wherever that kid is, don't throw anywhere near him. Just throw it to the other side of the field to like whoever's open. He's like, oh, okay. Because you know how it is in Pee Wee sports, especially. This is what I've noticed. All the kids on the team will like, when they see one or two of the kids do something right, like complete a pass, score a touchdown, or if it's in basketball, they see one kid throw an assist to the other kid scores. It's almost like everybody says, okay, those are the two kids, So it had already been determined that there was one kid on my son's team that was the receiver because he had caught a ball. So no matter what, when you're quarterback, you throw to him. Well, the problem is that defensive back on the other team identified that kid on our son's team as well as that's where the ball's going, so I'm going with him. So our team gets in, takes possession on the next drive. Daniel gets the ball, drops back in the pocket, and he looked like it was great. He starts to throw the ball at that one kid. And, of course, he's covered by that defensive back from the other team. So he looks around, and it's like the other however many kids, I think they were playing 7 on the field or something. So the other 5 were completely open. So he's like, launches the ball. He's right-handed, though, but I'm holding my phone with my right hand. Launches the ball way down the field, like 30 yards, literally. Kid's got an arm like a cannon because we've been playing every day for 4 months. Touchdown pass. So it's like the mood changes. Everything changes. So next possession, same thing. Looks over, the receiver from our team's covered by the defensive back from the other team. So he looks over, just launches the ball, big old bomb downfield. Of course, the other kids from the other team, they were able to get the guy, get his flag. But another pass or two took us right down to the goal line, and then the coach called a running play, so this kid ran it right in. Next drive. Another successful drive, the length of the field, and then the kid runs it in. So it was a great day for both teams. Both teams did great. But they kept Daniel in for quarterback the whole half, and after the game, the coach goes to the team. He says, okay, guys, Daniel's going to be our quarterback for the whole season, and he's going to be the team captain. So listen to what he says. And it's not because he was, the best player per se. He's very motivational. He's positive. Somebody, messes up. He says, oh, that's okay. Come on. We're going to get him on this next one. It's just great. And he's my kid. So of course I'm going to say all these great things about him. But here's why I'm most proud. Okay. Of course I'm proud of the 3, touchdown or however many, successful drives in the end zone and those long passes. And I'm proud of the fact that he's now the starting quarterback and that he's the team captain. But there are 2 things that I saw that makes me even more proud, because this is what I was trying to teach him. I was not trying to teach him in the last 3 or 4 months, be better than everybody else so you can be the starting quarterback. Be better than everybody else so you can be the team captain. No. It was number 1. If you want to be successful, do the work. So what if practice is 4 months away? So what if the ultimate goal is years away? If you want to get there, you need to start today. You need to do it consistently. You need to do it persistently. And he did that. There were days it was so cold out here, I didn't want to come out here and pass. But sure enough, on those mornings, I went out and ran because, I'm a competitive middle distance runner again. I thought, hey, this kid's willing to go out here and bundle up so he doesn't get sick and go out and play in this weather. Who am I not to get out there and do it with him? Because he's actually practicing what I have preached to him and what I've modeled through him with my training. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, his first snap, first play under center, he throws an interception that gets run back for a touchdown. I am so proud that he didn't let that deflate him and that he got back in the game and he followed up failure with repeated success. That's what I'm proud of, because he understands, as I've said on this channel, I've told him, you don't drown because you fall into water. You drown because you stay there. People who are successful have failed more than the people that we would even look at and consider to be a failure. Seriously, the difference is they just kept going. They kept getting back up and doing it again. They didn't accept defeat. They didn't accept failure. They saw it as a stepping stone to success. And that's what I saw my son do with my eyes today when he threw that interception. He ran back for a touchdown, but then came back next possession, and from there dominated the game, changed the course of the game. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So that happened, and we, we're very selective of our friends and stuff, and it's for a reason. And I thought, man, I would just wish I had someone to tell this to. And I thought, you dummy, you got like thousands of people you can tell this to. And I gave the fair warning in the first minute of the video. This wasn't about Bigfoot or ghosts. It's about my kid. And so the people that don't want to hear it, I gave them every chance to go away, and I hope they did. But for those of you who didn't mind listening, thank you for taking the time to listen about, that story, giving me a chance to be a proud papa to someone other than just me, my wife, and my kid all day. Been doing that. And thank you for being here for this video here at Homesteading Off the Grid, and whatever the heck this channel is about, because nobody seemed to be able to figure it out. That's one of the most common comments left in the comment section on my videos is, what the hell is this channel even about? I don't know, brah. What is it? It started in 2016. It's been 6 years. I don't know. Maybe in another 6 years we'll get it figured out. But until then, see you for more later.